Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We hear stories about the Awliyah Allah and their wanting to be reunited with Allah SWT. When it comes to the rest of the Ummah, we find ourselves scared about returning to Allah SWT. Where does this longing for Allah SWT come from for the Awliyah Allah, and why don't the rest of us have the same longing to Allah SWT?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Every prophet came to wake us up and to make us understand that our return is to Allah SWT. As much as we are longing to return to Allah, Allah is longing for us to return to Him. Every prophet is teaching that. Majority, they're not believing. Some, they believe. Out of that some, a very small group will become sincere and they make that into their life mission. Those are the inheritors of the prophets. Just as the prophets, they're a very small group. Those are the inheritors of the prophets. Why don't the majority follow? Because the majority are only thinking according to their ego, according to their anger, according to their stubbornness. This way to come back to Allah SWT, to long to return and to know that Allah is longing for us to return. The friends of Allah, the Awliya Allah, the inheritors of the prophets, they don't make it into an exclusive club to say, no, it's not for you. You cannot take this, you can do this. No, they open it to everyone. East and West, North and South. It is not limited to race or religion or nationality or everyone. What is making mankind not to listen to that? Because they don't believe. Okay, you, sit here. Sit here, sit over there. I'm going to fix you. Just later you can play as much as you want until 12 o'clock. Before you can play as much as you want. Now, a couple of minutes, you have to sit, you have to listen a little bit. It's difficult. You should not be here. I don't know why you bring them here, not teaching them. So, the friends of Allah then will say, first, you have to know that there is a Lord. Your Lord is not your desire. First, you have to know that there is a Creator. And the Creator has created you to put you to the best place that He has created, which is in paradise. And to bring you back to Him. But that Creator, He has created you and He has set ways for you to live that is best. If you go according to those ways, you will live the best life. This machine that we have, small machine that we made, this or a phone or a camera or a washing machine, it comes with a book of instructions. You use according to that book of instructions, you get the best use for it. You throw away that book and you want to use it any way that you want, you'll destroy it. So that our Creator has sent also. And the Awliya Allah, the inheritors of the prophets, they say, now the laws that we have sent, keep that. Then start fixing your inside. Start fixing your heart. The law is supposed to get you into safety. That's all that it does. But once you're in the area of safety, your heart moves towards what? Your Lord has created that heart too. He has created love. He is the creator of love. He is not love. He is the creator of love. Everything that He has created for mankind. And He says, I've created you for me. Everything I've created is for you, but I've created you for me. And He's saying to mankind, you don't know yourself. You don't know how I've created you above everything and above the angels. Each and every one of you. But you have your akal, your intelligence. You have your heart. You're able to see signs. And I've brought you those holy ones that I've chosen to remind you. And I give you a conscience. But you're still being stubborn and you refuse to see all of this, and you only look at what is going to give you this temporary pleasure that is going to kill you. You're still not understanding your ego, that part of you that is denying everything. If you cannot understand that, then you're going to be in very big trouble. And majority, they're not understanding. So this is knowledge of the self. This is knowledge of the self. Knowledge of our Creator is the highest knowledge. But the Prophet is saying, those who don't know themselves, if you don't know yourself, you don't know your Lord. So in order to know the highest knowledge, which is to know our Creator, we must know ourselves. This is the way of spirituality, to know yourself. This is not the way of mysticism, all the things that you are going to see that is beyond this physical realm, beyond these five senses. This is now understanding what is your spirit and what is covering and blocking and chaining your spirit, and how to cut itself loose. So the majority are not running for this because this is a difficult way. And this is also the natural way, because you can do everything that is correct, but if you lose the meaning of why you're doing it, even that correct thing that you're doing it, when it doesn't have any meaning, your faith is going to be lost. So you have to find the meaning. Knowing yourself and training under a Shaykh that is going to ask, is going to knock you wall to wall if it's necessary, because you're not knowing yourself. You're not watching yourself. You're not putting yourself in front of a mirror and to see. And they're saying, look at this. Do you see it? No, I don't. Look at this. You see it? No, I don't. Okay. You're still not seeing. It's okay. We're very patient. But you're going to see. The next time you're going to see, you're not going to like it. The experience is going to be more painful now. So, majority, they are looking at the death as ending of all pleasure. This is why they don't want to go through death and to reunite with Allah, because they're still thinking this existence is pleasure. They're still thinking this dunya, this world is pleasure. They're still thinking that this existence that we have right now, it is pleasure. It is not pleasure. This is suffering. And all traditions that call themselves a way to understanding their Lord, in whatever tradition you want to say, everyone is saying the same thing. Never it's saying this world is pleasure. This world, it is amusement. This world, it is just for fun. And Allah SWT says, There's an amusement, meaning that this has no meaning. It has no meaning. So those who are looking, they're scared. One of the reasons is they don't want to leave everything that they love here. They love their beauty, they love their youth, they love their money, they love their children, they love their wealth, they love. But everything is passing too. It will pass. It didn't belong to us. It doesn't belong to us. It was here before and it'll be here after we're gone. There is something else that is permanent that is there. Something else that is permanent that was there with us before we came into this world and is still going to be with us after we pass from this world. Those ones who want to be reunited with Allah, let's say return to Allah, to pass from this world, those ones don't see death as an ending of pleasure. They see death as an ending of all this suffering. That's why people these days, they are thinking more and more towards suicide, which is a wrong, very evil thing. But this push towards that is because they understand that this world is pain. And they want to end that. But they think that ending that pain, the only way to end that pain is through ending your life. No. It is not. Have you ever considered that if you end someone else's, if you help someone who is in pain, your pain will go away too? You say your life has no meaning, but once you give someone else a meaning in their lives, your life is going to have meaning too. But if you're only looking at yourself and you say nothing else exists, I'm the most important thing, then that time the shaitan can take you any direction. He's going to tell you, worship yourself. You are the most important thing. But you know you're not the most important thing. You know that you are nothing. You know that you are no one. So you swing from saying, I am the only Lord, to I'm nothing. I'm the only Lord, to I'm nothing. Then that psychosis is saying, this is so much confusion, I just want to finish it. But that is also coming because your spirit is rebelling inside. You're looking for something. So yes, the world, Allah SWT is saying, His world, it is a paradise for people who don't believe. And it is a prison for those who believe. So, our Shaykh saying, how would you feel if you are a person who is living in this palace? You have everything that you want. Anything you ask for, anything you can imagine, they're giving it to you. But you know that one day, you are going to get arrested and you're going to go to prison. How would you like it then? How would you like it? One day, they're going to take you to prison. That palace now becomes what? It becomes frightening. It becomes a prison because you're always saying, oh, all this means nothing because at the end, I'm going to go to prison. This is nothing. At the end, I'm going to prison forever. But for the believer, it is like that man who is in prison, but understanding that one day he's going to escape from this prison and he's going to enter into a palace forever. There's the difference now. Once you understand this, then certain things will start changing with you. You'll know what to do. You'll know what is right and you'll know what is wrong. You stop taking advantage of people. You stop cheating and lying. You stop hurting people. Because you say, there is going to be a judgment day. I must return back to my Lord clean. Otherwise, He will have to clean me. This is what the grave and the hellfire is for. You think Allah needs to put us into the hellfire? But for those ones who are not cleaning themselves, then that is the last resort where they have to clean themselves, because to return back to Allah, to return to our original home, which is paradise, you have to be clean. But those who are living in this world, and they're understanding that I have to be clean while living in this world, as much as they can, they try. They're holding on to the prophets and the Evliyaullah to say how to clean yourself. The spiritual way as to how to clean yourself. And that time, you will enter into the grave clean, and you will continue our journey in the Akhirat clean. Inshallah Rahman. But these days, as it was before, people don't believe that they're dirty. This is a big problem. They don't believe, what, me, dirty? I have an ego? What do you mean I have an ego? I'm not stubborn. I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I'm not sick. Doctor is saying, you're sick. You just don't see it yet. There are viruses. I know. I'm not sick. You see, I'm doing everything well. There's a problem there then. May Allah make us to become awake, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.